Hello, I'm Alex Nicholas, and on behalf of your dealership and Applied Concepts Incorporated, we'd like to welcome you to the Applied Concepts Power Phone Ups program for parts and service. As you no doubt know, the purpose of this developmental program is to provide you with some added tools and structure to help in converting a larger number of callers for parts and service into sales or appointments. In more specific terms, at the end of this program, you will hopefully be better equipped to, number one, convert more service callers to appointments. Number two, spread these added service opportunities across an entire workday. Number three, improve parts sales. And number four, improve CSI. Of course, the first question we could ask ourselves as we watch these modules is, well, why the biggest focus on phones now? We might believe, as we look at service, for example, that we already get our fair share of those callers who are more concerned with quality than cost. We might also believe that our service customer only wants early AM appointments or to come in on Saturday. Now, when we look at part sales, we know that we're not the cheapest, so as a result, the number of customers who will buy from us is in fact limited. In essence, we might feel that we are already doing as good a job as can be done on the phone. And that certainly could be true. But by the same token, each of us knows that there is room for measurable improvement. When you look at service revenues on a national level, we as new car dealers get less than 20% of what is spent. Not good market share. We all know that we have been making headway to become more competitive, and this means that there is a whole new opportunity opening up for us to use the phone as a communications tool to encourage callers to do business with us. Also, when you look at the phones in service, of the 10 to 15 plus or minus calls a day we get from people inquiring about service, it's been estimated that only about 25% or perhaps even less of those callers actually come in. So what happened to the rest of them? Well, the other thing that's interesting is that according to some statistics, 50% of those callers are customer pay. Big opportunity. So what about the other 50%? Well, assuming they are warranty customers, they can be upsold into customer pay. Now, obviously, we have to get them into the service drive. But their whole trust and confidence experience starts with your ability to build an initial relationship on the phone. Now, here's another statistic. 75% of those people who are planning to get their vehicle serviced shop by phone first. Now, we know that some of our competition is aggressive and good on the phone. And that's clearly why some of that business goes away. Now, to make matters a little worse, on a personal basis, sometimes we treat the phone as an interruption, and that attitude can come through to the caller, can't it? Like, oh man, the phone, let me do anything but answer it. You know, just as an aside, one of the reasons that we put both parts and service training on one set of videos is because parts and service professionals communicate with each other every day. You also talk to more customers every day than just about anybody in the dealership. So watching these videos is a good opportunity for everybody to spend a few minutes together on a topic of mutual interest. Now, if we go back to our original objectives stated a couple of minutes ago, we can see that these are very solid, worthwhile, and doable. But if we are going to improve our performance in these areas, either with this course or by some other means, we all know that we have to probably improve some of what we say and do, or the way we say it or do it. Otherwise, our results won't change. Now, you know whether or not we agree with what I've said up to this point, we all do realize one thing. As far as the dealership is concerned, a component of our job is to increase sales. So the point is that regardless of our personal views, we have to change or improve whatever is necessary to bring in more dollars. For most of us, this is nothing new. We've had to adapt and change our whole career. Besides, this is not all bad since there is a chance for each of us to earn more money. In summary, what we have talked about up to this point, that our marketplace is wide open and that the opportunity is vast. To take advantage of it does not necessarily mean that you're working harder. What we are talking about is just changing and improving some of our perceptions of the phone and a handful of skills on improving the use of it. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you next module.